Wow, what keeps me here is just the team that gives hope to women who don't have any hope. You know, they come through our doors and they're lost and broken and they don't have anybody to help them. And you know, and we're there for them, and we just are part of a team that just gives them hope.
I learned life skills here. I learned a lot of different skills that I hadn't known before, or I just wasn't taught when I grew up. I learned how to save money and just to grow up.
It's been something that took us a few years to figure out, actually. But you know, we've developed a lot of programs for life skills and developing tools and resources for families to achieve self-sufficiency. But we realized that it's not just those tools, not just those skills. What they need is God to change their heart.
The whole issues regarding Pacific Lifeline and what we stand for, and that's the dignity and the worth of human beings. It is very important. It isn't just the fact that we're better. It's the fact of what redeemed looks like and what it looks like and feels like to be of worth, and how we treat one another when we feel worthy, that we are loved. Those are the essence, to me, of Christianity, the relationship, the community, that we're not better, we're just loved.
Like I say, going through Pacific Lifeline, everything that I went through, and because my kids got counseling there because of everything, being honest with them, because you can't lie to them because they were with you. You know, you can lie to other people, maybe say, oh, it wasn't that bad, but you can't lie to your kids. They were there, they seen. And so I had to become really honest with them, apologize for everything, and they know with my whole heart, if I could change all the things I did, I would, but I can't.
I think that what Pacific Lifeline does in the area of reunification is one of the most needed programs in our state today. There are a lot of children out there that have issues with parents, either through divorce or coming out of prison, that cannot get together in peace.
Obviously there's some key staff people that are frontline people, our therapists who meet with the women every week, and also our case manager who does the same, and the children's therapist who's with the children weekly. They're definitely on the front lines. They're really working diligently to get these women into a good place and self-sufficient. But then there's this other whole force of frontline people, which is our volunteers. And we have a lot of volunteers here. A lot. I mean, it's hard to keep up, you know? And so we have tutors and childcare that are here every single week for the different programs that go on, and they're holding the babies and they're tutoring the kids.
And a lot of people ask me why I volunteer here, ask me if it's for school hours. I just love what I do here. It's not for school hours, it's not to be a good Samaritan, I just really enjoy it.
As a believer in Christ, I really want my life to have impact. And this is the place where I can impact the lives of people, even though I don't have any kind of direct involvement in their lives necessarily. Just supporting this ministry allows me to have impact in a positive way in the lives of the women and their children that come here.
This actually happened recently. One of the little girls here, for the counseling, they had to write a letter to their father. And usually I don't listen for it. You know, I try not to interfere with their personal lives. But she wanted to show it to me because her mom was in her meeting and she had no one to show it to. And just the words that were on that paper really struck me. Some of the families here are either abused or severely homeless. And just on the letter, it just said something about she didn't want her father to do that, or she wished her father would stop. It just really hit me because I was unaware of what had really happened to her before she entered this facility, and that really touched me, that I was able to improve her life now.
What I really like about Pacific Lifeline is they seem to really care about the mother and the children. They seem to want to give them the opportunity to make changes in a very safe and secure setting. They offer many services both for the mother and for the children so that they can both grow. And the timeline is a little bit longer than most places so that they can work through some of their issues, and I think mature, so that when they go out on their own, they feel ready.
I finished school and I also started school at Chaffee College too, so I was attending both schools. I'm still going to Chaffee for dental hygiene, and I did my externship at an office here in Upland and I got hired there and I'm still working there and I love it.
When we feel like we can't do it, you know, when we're looking at the, not impossibility, but you know, with God, all things are possible. I know, you know, with Him, you know, we can't lean on our own understanding, but when God's in the picture, it's so much different because you can give up so easily, and our women can give up. They could just give in, but when they know that if they just have a little bit of faith, just a little bit, it'll pull them through anything.
And I've never had an opportunity to mention it to them or to say it, you know, especially to Betty, because I've always looked at her like she's my mom. I remember when I first got there and I'd always go in and have my session with her, even if she saw me outside, and she'd always say, "Oh, you're such a good mom." And I think, okay. And she always said, "You're such a good mom. Oh, you're such a good mom." And I always thought, wow, you know, I really have her fooled. Like, she really thinks I am. And then it started setting in, and when she kept on saying, "You're such a good mom," I felt like, oh, God, I'm really being deceiving to her. You know, she's really believing I'm a good mom, but I'm not. It didn't catch on until I left Pacific Lifeline, and I'm gonna say a good few years later that it hit me. I know what she was doing, because it's the same thing as when you tell a kid, "You're no good, you're no good, you're no good, you're not going to amount to nothing." If you say it enough times, they're gonna believe it. She said it enough times that I believed it. And I believe it to this day. And nobody's gonna take that away from me, because I am a good mom. And I always will be a good mom. And that's something nobody could ever take from me.